You want to get a group of 3. 4 is too many because you can easily blend in. There's going to be one person that shines and nobody really gets to know each other in a group of 4. You want a group of 3. So if you are pre-known with somebody and you're talking to them, or if you went hunting for introverts and you grabbed one, then after you open them up and you get some basic conversation going, you're going to want to grab another one. And so either you'll see someone walking by and you can grab them and be like, hey, let's grab this guy. And he's like, hey, excuse me. And then you grab them and bring them in. So whatever you're talking about, hey, we're just talking about the sandwiches. And then you bring a third in because you want 3. And then, or you can be talking, and then if you're scanning around you, and if you see someone nearby that looks like they need to be rescued as well, say, hey, let's get this guy. Hey, let's get this girl, and grab them, bring them into your 3, and they'll be happy to be rescued once again. Then you add 3. Now here's the cool thing about 3 is that the conversation can be much smoother because one person might not be interesting, one person might be interesting, so you can kind of focus on that. If your initial one is not an interesting person, you're still learning from them, but then you might bring this other person in, and then you can both divert your attention and then focus on that. And then if you start running out of stuff to say, this person can chime in. And then also, so the conversation goes a lot smoother if there's 3, and you can always leave if you're like, okay, I think I want to meet some other people. It's easier to leave if there's the 3, because then these two are introverts, they're together now, they're talking. You're in the 3 and you say, oh, excuse me, and then you can bounce and leave them talking. They're still good, they're cool. If you're just with one person, you're like, I'm gonna leave. It's harder than if there's 3 of you. Then you can always leave and go hunt another introvert, grab another person. Or so let me add in here, if you came with someone, so you showed up as a 2, so it's you and plus 1, then you only need to grab one person. You can go in and then you say, ooh, well, there's one. And then you and your plus 1 go grab the third. Okay, we'll get this guy. And if it's pre-known, then you grab someone you know. If not, then you grab your introvert. And you're talking. And then also a good thing here is after it gets flowing pretty well, then you should still split off from whoever you came with, because you'll get back together once it's time to sit down, if there's a sit down part. But for the stand-up networking part, it's better, you can meet a lot more people if you split. But you want to get that 3 first, then you split off, leave your plus 1 talking to them, and then hopefully they can grab another to make their 3. You start off, you go make another 3 of your own over here. Then if you meet someone that you think would be cool to introduce to your plus 1, then you say, hey, you got to meet so-and-so, and then you take them over there. Vice versa, they will do the same for you, so then you can cover a lot more area, and your chances of meeting the one person you're trying to meet and really connect with are multiplied. And so then also, if you're alone, look for people that showed up as a 2. So there might be a husband and wife, there might be 2 friends, or there's just people that know each other, and they're already a 2. You can usually go up to the 2, because especially if it's a husband and wife, I love those teams because they've talked to each other all the time. They're not there really to talk to each other, but they're at the event and they're open to meeting some people, but you can always bounce into the 2. So there's the 2 already, you're number 3, you come up in there, hey, what's going on? How are you 2? And and then once again, observations. Hey, this is what I noticed. What do you think about those cucumber sandwiches? Is that cream cheese or is that butter? How high do they stack the cucumbers in there? Is it like a double layer cucumber? There's no shortage of things you can talk about. That's an example. So you can go into that. You can be the 3, talk to them. And then once again, you still have the option to leave that and go and create another 3 or join another 2 and become a 3. You're always looking for that advantage. The magic of 3. It's really powerful. It's a really good thing. If there's already a 3, don't try to jump in and be number 4. It's really good to either grab someone, make a 2, and then grab someone else and make a 3, or go into grab 2 people or join their 2 and become 3. Or if you show up with somebody, grab 1, make it 3. 3 is your magic number. Work with that.